Guys, what's up? Welcome back to Average Takes.
Welcome back.
Yep. Having a great week. Today's episode, we're bringing you our week 8 top 8. Continuing this on from week 6 and on, we're going to be giving you our week, whatever week it is, top whatever team it is. And then we're going to talk about, or let's talk about it immediately. The Not So Average Parlay after the music. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it a round of applause for the Average Takes personnel.
Let's go.
Back-to-back parlay W's. Let's go.
Shout out to the guests.
That was huge.
Also for being consistent.
And shout out to all of us too, because it's hard.
It is.
3 in a row for me. 3 weeks in a row.
I think me as well. 3 weeks in a row.
It's 2 for me. I had a loss.
Yeah, you were the mess up last time. We had,
but I have the best record all fucking.
Okay. It's just when the team's hot, you got to be hot. Yeah. All right.
All right.
But we're hot. We're hot right now. I mean, and it was crazy because Roman, me and you haven't won when we both went unders. We both did. And
no curses this week.
No, of course not. I had the parlay right here. Roman, you went Raiders Saints under 49.5.
And they scored like 20 points. What was it? 21?
Raiders got shut out. Saints scored 24 points.
24 points. I love it.
And I had the over
with ease.
Why
are you fucking, what is it called when you go the opposite of me?
I just forgot you said that game.
That's bullshit.
Dude. If I would have remembered or knew, there's no shot I'm taking the over.
That's bad. That's bad podcasting right there, Trevor. You should have remembered our conversation.
You're right. That's on me. Hand up. I'll take the
blame.
That's on me.
Okay,
that was on me.
Yeah, you lost the bet anyway. Don't care. Patriots versus the Jets. I took the under, and it was set so low. Yes. It was set at 40.5 points. And I mean, we're going to post the clip, but this game fucking sucked, first off. And I talked about it. It set so low. I had no idea what my pick was, what my lock was going into it. Shani just like pointed at me and said,
what was
buddy?
The...
40.5.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure
the
game was 39.
Yeah,
yes.
39. Wow.
Very close. This year in the NFL, a lot of unders have hit, and I've noticed the lines have been quite low, but sometimes an under's an under game.
I'm telling you, I'm riding them all year long.
Okay, then our guest, Chicken, had the Dolphins and Lions over, and it was 51.5. Holy shiitake mushrooms.
That's voting for great football right there.
Yeah. That's loving your Sundays. I mean, that
1.5 and it was 58 points.
Yes, that game was great. The Lions got off to a hot start. There was 21 points in the first quarter combined. So you knew it was going to be a great game. You just felt the over immediately as soon as that game started. So that was great. And then Trevor, to seal it off, Titans hammered their -2, won by 7.
Yeah, and this morning they were +1, so we could even got even better value there, but it doesn't matter because I saw the Titans -2, didn't even know Tannehill wasn't even playing, had no idea, blindly took it. What do you fucking know? Derrick Henry goes off like we were saying.
And I don't think you would have taken that game if you knew Tannehill wasn't going to play. It wasn't
Probably
like Malik Willis had a day. It was Derrick motherfucking Henry had 200 yards and 2 tutties.
Take us back.
32 carries for him. I mean, Malik Willis had 55 yards passing, went 6 for 10, interception, no tutties.
You're lying. He had 55 yards passing.
55 yards passing, had 12 yards rushing.
One interception.
Yep.
I think I could go out there and put 55 yards up.
Don't think you can.
I could.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, I could.
Well, it does not fucking matter. Derrick Henry seals us back-to-back weeks with the Not So Average Parlay. Give another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. This podcast. We call ourselves average takes, but sometimes we're not so fucking average, all right?
Yes, sir.
You heard?
We are above average.
Above. We go above and beyond. So yeah, that's 2 weeks in a row. Feels great. My bank account. Hey, if you guys are betting with us, the bank accounts are nice, and I'm pretty sure we've been replenished for the entire year's worth of bets already.
Yes, sir.
Because what? We win 2 weeks. So that means 6 weeks. We just made a huge profit.
Let's go.
Because we won 2
rolling.
weeks. So that means that $50, 25 each time is my minimum bet for this average stakes parlay per se. And then you calculate the 6 weeks of losses to start. I mean, it was close.
Yeah.
It was close. That's only 150 buckaroos. Those back-to-back wins, that's 500 in the bank account. We're plus 350. Give us a round of applause again, baby. If you're betting with average takes, you're up.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
That's all I got to say. You're betting with average takes, you're up. And feels nice. Got some money in the account to keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it going. You noticed me in the trailer. I am no longer in the California state. Yeah, it just happens to say I am in a betting legal state. And make sure you bet. Make sure you bet. Make sure you vote, motherfuckers.
Make sure you vote.
Vote. Let me fucking bet. There's 2 props on this year's voting polls. It's 26 and 27. 26 is to make it legal in casinos only. 27 is to make it legal on phones and casinos.
Yes and yes.
You just hammer both of them.
Can you guys vote for me?
And we ride.
No.
Why?
Because
you could vote, Trevor. You're of the legal age and you live in the state of California, but you no longer a citizen of San Diego. That is true.
I think isn't that what Biden did?
I think this is all California though, right?
Didn't Biden have like robots voting for him?
I'm
Right.
not a robot though.
All right, well, let's get into the actual football part of this podcast and no longer politics. Our week 8 top 8, as much as I love life, week 8 top 8, not much change on my teams. I mean, I could flip around Chiefs and Eagles. I mean, you guys have them flipped than I do, but
my top 4 is locked still.
Yeah, we're still locking. Mine is Bills, Chiefs, Eagles, Vikings, period.
Mine and Shenny's is Bills, Eagles, Chiefs, Vikings.
Period. And I think we lock in Cowboys at 5.
Okay. Cowboys moved up on my list.
Cowboys moved up on your list.
Yep.
The 5?
Yep.
2-5.
Yeah, it's a 5. Yeah.
Okay, so we're locking in. So if you guys have not listened to the prior recaps, our lists have not really changed since we've started doing this. The top 4 in mine has not changed. Cowboys changed a week ago. I moved them into the top 5, and they have not changed since. Roman, I don't think yours has changed at all.
Mine has been Cowboys since the get-go.
Top 5 has never changed, and
never changed.
Shinny's top 5 is now the same. So now we're looking at 6, 7, and 8.
6, 7, and 8. Who wants to start it off?
Well, Roman, you got the most locks, so start her off.
All right, dude. I've been doing pretty well for myself, I would have to say. So
how well do you think you have been doing?
Number 16 will be the Miami Dolphins. I think they look fantastic. Tua's back and rolling with this offense. Scored 31 points today against the defense. Was a fight in the beginning of the game. Bob said earlier this podcast, 21 points first quarter. It was a dogfight. Miami Dolphins had to show them true selves by coming back, being down halftime, and I like them. I like them at 6 going in.
It was a great game.
9.
It definitely looks like those boys are outrun to his arm every game.
Yeah.
But
Good.
they put up
They get it
numbers.
done.
I mean, Tyreek put up 188 yards, no tutties though, no tutties. Jalen
good.
Waddle himself a couple touchdowns though.
Team is
and
clicking. Team is clicking with Tua.
by the
It's
looks of
scary
it,
without him, though.
Tyreek might win himself an Offensive Player of the Year.
Facts. Got the most receiving yards, 936. I want to say something like that.
And we all thought it was because Mahomes.
Nope.
Not Mahomes.
It's because he's a fucking cheetah.
Yeah, dude, that boy fast. That's a good pick right there, Roman. Good team. Good team.
Thank you.
My number 6 team's a little different. With the newly acquired CMC, I talked about them last week. They were my number 8 team last week, but we weren't there yet. They have moved up. I absolutely love what CMC does for the 49ers. And I think that with McCaffrey and Debo, and it seems like Jimmy just felt absolutely locked in today. Took him a couple weeks, but Jimmy looked like the Jimmy of old. Like it definitely looked like he needed a couple weeks of camp and then a couple preseason games, But for them to put up 31 on the Rams, I know they beat them up. And Christian McCaffrey absolutely goes off. He has a
Gave you the trifecta.
a receiving touchdown, and a rushing touchdown. First player since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2005 to do that. Absolutely unreal. Great game for him. Absolutely breakout game for the 49ers.
I didn't even know CMC could throw a football. I didn't
It
even
was
know
40 fucking yards too.
And it was a dime.
On the money.
On the money.
I had no idea the man could throw a football.
Love it. Love to see it. Love to see him doing well in San Francisco. I like that pick a lot because
no Debo, no
I guess
problem.
We'll see later. I guess
no, no Debo, and they fucked the Rams up. That's typical in the regular season, at least. That is typical.
Yeah, crazy. No Debo,
this might be a hot take,
no problem,
or a cold take, but I think I can put money on it right now. Rams will not be in the Super Bowl this year. No shot they go back to back.
Definitely not a hot take as of right now. You take the offensive lineman that's been holding down the fort forever for the Rams, and you put him into retirement.
The team is also going into retirement.
That O-line falls apart. Stafford no longer looks good. That O-line is dog.
I might put a futures in for the Bucks.
For the Bucks?
The Bucks?
The Bucks?
It's got to be the highest Tom Brady's ever been, odds-wise, ever.
Doubted as well.
I don't know how, but he's fucking leading in passing.
Have we talked about that? Tom Brady and Giselle announcing divorce?
I don't think we have.
Kind of.
Well, we might have touched on the past, but official after their Thursday night loss, Tom Brady announces via Instagram stories, which is absolutely wild to me.
Wild.
That him and his wife of 13 years, Giselle, don't know her last name.
Brady.
I don't think it is Giselle Brady, but no longer married. Kind of crazy. This only adds on to Tom Brady's storyline. And
I think he goes on a tear now.
Big Cat said it best. He has to play 3 more years. You don't just
lose a marriage,
family, lose a marriage. You lost your wife for no reason. You don't just fucking do that.
I mean, it makes a little bit more sense now. That's why he retired in the first place, And then he came out because
Mike Florio,
he really wanted to play.
Did you see what Mike Florio said via the Part of My Take podcast?
No.
Florio said that what really caused the divorce, the first and huge thing, was the news breaking that Tom Brady was trying to work a deal to get traded to the Dolphins for part ownership. You remember when that news broke where it was like Tom Brady and the Dolphins kind of talking
I remember
about
that.
part ownership? Is he retiring and all that?
Yeah,
And
their owner got fined, right?
yeah, owner got fined. They lost draft picks, I'm pretty sure as well. And I think that is what started it. And then like he immediately took that 2 weeks off and tried saving it. And I think she's just been bullying him the last couple of weeks, Oh, you're gonna choose football, and this is what your team's gonna do. Fucking 3-5, you pussy. And Tom Brady had enough and announced divorce. Period.
I hate
That's
that.
my hot take. But half of that was Florio's. Half of that was Florio's hot take. The original part. My hot take finished it.
You married a football player. Why would you ever make him pick between football and you? I feel like
You're
that's hella-
45. You've
hella
won
disrespectful.
7. You're technically the greatest player in football history, the greatest quarterback. You've won the most. You have more wins and rings than 99% of the population. It could be time to hang it up and live with your family and
I mean, if it's your
raise your
passion, I mean,
kids.
like,
And you've made more money than, and she's made more money than, like, there's really no point to keep playing, Tom. Go have a family, maybe. You ever thought, like, are you
No.
too scared for the family? Like,
You need another
Roman,
ring.
as a early dad, you got that like gut feeling, like, fuck, I gotta raise a kid. Like, obviously you love your kids no matter what, but
Yeah.
that feeling happens to everyone who has an early kid. Does Tom Brady feel that now? Like, fuck, I gotta go raise the kids now. Like, I haven't thought about this in a long time. Like, I gotta go take care of the. Don't need a nanny no more.
No,
No,
It's
I
just
think he
he's gotta
does need
take
a
the
nanny. I
he's
think he
gotta
does
take
need
the
a
kids
nanny
to
now.
school. He's
Yeah.
gotta make the kids lunches. He's gotta help them with the homework.
gotta
That
pick
was
them
all
up from
Giselle's
school
job.
to
Now
go be a
before,
football coach for their
oh yeah,
teams.
oh yeah.
Like, time to be a dad.
Time to be a real dad, not
See,
no.
that's what you see. You see dads like that, like, won't retire, don't want to hang out with the kids. Then you see Philip Rivers. He's coaching 8 football teams right now. He's got a son in the freaking championship.
Wild.
That's real dad.
That's real bad. Hey, props up to Brady though, sticking out what he loves, sticking out doing what he loves.
I'm here for the jokes. That's all I'm here for. I'm here for entertainment. I could give a rat's what Tom does. I'm here for entertainment purposes only.
Nice.
Trevor, do you have a take?
Tom. My pick?
No, do you have a take on this?
Oh, nope. Suck. Sorry.
What was the congrats to Tom for before I interrupted you?
He's a free agent again.
Oh, first time in a while.
I gotta hide all my girls because Tom's a free agent. Tom walks in the building and I'm automatically I'm getting left.
We're
He's
gonna see young Michigan Tom Brady coming
Oh
out here soon.
hell no, that guy was ugly.
We're gonna see 48-year-old Tom Brady in the club.
Tom Brady started getting uglier because the Giselle doesn't do his makeup and face routine every night anymore.
I think that's why he got the fucking face tune before they divorced.
He's all right. One last time,
please. And then he told the doctor, "Hey, extra. This is my last time coming."
She might be leaving me soon. Double up. That's why his face is so wacky.
I'm dead.
I mean, dude, if you're not listening to Average Takes, who the fuck are you listening to at this point? I just enjoy life so much. We were talking about the week 8 top 8, and I don't even think Trevor
Shenny has to pick his 6.
Yeah. Trevor hasn't picked his 6 team yet. So Trevor, before I talk about something else.
My sixth place team in the week 8 top 8 is the New York Football Giants.
Whoa, you're keeping them there?
Coming off a weird loss to the Seahawks. Not weird, I saw it coming. Eventually they were gonna lose. They're not that good. I did deem them my fluke team of the year, so I know they're not that good. But they're better than some of the other teams that may be ranked in the top week 8 top 8. but I'm gonna keep him. I'm gonna keep him in the top 8. I'm gonna put him at 6. I know they just lost, but don't matter. They're 6-2. That's still pretty fucking good, and I think they could beat some teams still.
Yeah,
They maybe would have won today if the punt returner didn't muff 2 punts, but that's just me.
yeah, that was terrible. I thought the Giants were going to win this game. I picked them and I bet on them. Terrible, sad to say that they did not win that game versus Seahawks. They should have, and they are no longer in my top list any longer. So props to you, Trevor. But I was a big Giants hater early in the year, and this is right around the time of the season where they start to fall off, and they probably end around 500. So they have had a great start to their year, and they might win a couple more. But I am no longer going to think this is a good team.
Yeah, I'm riding with you right there, Bob. They're also out of my top. Tough loss to the Seahawks. Brian Dayball did a good job, but this
The
is where you
Seahawks are
start
fucking
tanking.
good.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
All right.
No time for this blasphemy. All right.
Well, since we did not agree with you, Trevor, go ahead and go again.
Number
7. Who
7.
did I have 7? I forgot already. Sorry.
I put you on the spot too quickly.
7. I am going with the Tennessee Titans. They are my 7th team, and they had a bad start, lost a couple ugly games, but since then, since the boy out for the year with a torn ACL, they're undefeated. They're dedicating the season to the boy Taylor Lewan, run left tackle for the Titans, and they're not looking too shabby out on the football field right now. So I'm gonna put him at 7, lucky number 7 for the Tennessee Titans.
Not bad.
Not bad. I was definitely contemplating them for my list, but with their whole quarterback situation right now, they're right on the cusp. I don't like Malik right now. I think it's too early for him. And Tannehill's been good, but now he's banged up. Don't like that. I know their division's trash though, so they might end up taking it. They might sit around the bottom of the top 10 for the entire year.
They don't even need a quarterback.
It doesn't seem like it, but versus other teams, they will. I mean, they played the Texans.
Trevor, you know they need a quarterback because when teams have good run defenses and shut Derrick Henry down, Ryan Tannehill's exposed and called a bad quarterback because he throws 50 yards, 3 INTs. So they need a quarterback for when times like that come.
Yes, Roman is right. They do need.
They don't necessarily need a quarterback. They just need someone to take snaps.
All right.
I don't think
that's what Malik Willis basically did today. So, and they won. So you might be right.
I don't think that'll happen every time. My number 7 team is the Ravens. Took down the Bucks Thursday night. Look all right.
Look terrible.
I think they looked all right. Their defense looked pretty good. I think that's just how the Ravens win games is they look terrible, end up with decent stats. And they have these no-namers making plays. Devin Duvernay, like Gus Edwards is back. Kenyon Drake had a day for the first time. Isaiah Likely rocking number 80. I mean, Mark Andrews went out early with an injury this game. That kind of screwed me hard. But I think the Ravens are a good team. When you throw up 27 versus the Bucks and beat them, hold the Bucks to only 22 points, I think that's a good game. And they're still not all the way healthy, but I think that this is going to be a team that makes playoffs and they'll put up a fight. And I like them in the top 8 right now. They could be number 8. They could be 7, but I
could
like
be
them.
10.
Yeah, you're right. I like their quarterback situation a little bit more than the Titans, though. Just a little.
That might be true.
Could be future Titan. Boy, would that be scary.
Boy, oh boy.
I mean, Ravens better lock fucking Lamar up or they're screwed.
They need to sign the Ravens. If the Ravens want to make my top rankings, they need to sign Des Bryant.
They need to sign OBJ, dog. That's what they need to do. That would be lit.
They won't though. They're scared.
I think he's scared. He wants to go to an easy team.
He doesn't want to live in Baltimore. What the hell?
Oh, so he'd rather live in freaking Buffalo, New York, when they have 8 guys who know that offense already fucking brilliantly.
Yeah.
Don't got no room for you, bud. Should have joined the bandwagon 3 months ago.
There's plenty of room on the Bills for him.
I don't think so on that offense.
Oh. My number 7 team is the San Francisco 49ers. Bob already mentioned them a lot. This team is looking great. Jimmy Garoppolo played very well today, 21 for 25, 235 yards, 2 TDs, spread it out well, threw to all of his wide receivers. Even Greg got himself a touchdown. Defense playing very well. Hufanga, their safety, got like 3 picks on the season, playing great. Hard to put this Ram teams, held this Ram teams at 13 points, and they did it. I like the 49ers 7.
Yeah. What's his name? Ufanga?
Hufanga.
Ufanga.
Yeah.
Yeah, he trained with Troy Polamalu in the offseason, so
And he's playing like him. God
yeah,
damn.
you know he's a fucking dog. Learning from the best. And I never even heard of him. Is he a rookie or no?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I never heard of him before either, Trevor.
Yeah, I've
He's
never
only-
heard of him.
He's
before
only
this year.
22. He's only 22.
Yeah, he's
born in
probably a rookie.
2000s,
Yeah,
Rookie.
it's fire.
from USC.
Oh, even better. He is literally Troy Polamalu.
I'm telling you, literally.
Trevor,
Yeah,
you
I
want me to
like
go or
this
you want me to go?
49ers.
I can go. My 8 team's the 49ers. I had to put him in after a good game today. CMC definitely changes the dynamic of this offense. As before, when they don't have Debo, their team looks sketchy. You know, like Debo's questionable. Debo doesn't play. This team really ran around Debo, and then now you add CMC, who's just as dynamic as Debo. Like we said earlier, CMC throws a fucking 40-yard bomb today, catches a touchdown, rushes a touchdown. Like, that's pretty fucking good. That's pretty good. First player to do it since LT in his MVP year, I'm pretty sure, or no?
I think MVP was 2006. Might have been 05. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head.
Yep, I don't remember either, but I had the 49ers. I like the way this team is heading. They definitely can move up on my list, but for right now, I'm going to have them at 8. I think they're a little better than some of the teams that maybe have a better record than them, but they can also lose to some of these teams that have a worse record than them. I don't know. They're not solid. They're not as solid as I think they can be yet, but they are the 8th ranked team on my list.
All right. I think they're a little bit better than 8, but
They lost to the Broncos. Come on.
Yeah, I mean that happens. A team that I have 8 that could be a little bit higher, could have been, I don't know. Is the Dolphins. I love what Roman said. I had the Titans here originally, but the Dolphins is an easy fit for this 8 team. The only reason I have them so low is putting up 27 versus the Lions, and a team that I think has a good defense with the Dolphins shouldn't put up or let Dolphins put up, or fuck, I just lost my place. But let the Lions put up 27 points. Holy shit. Brains buffering. But with Tua, I mean, 29 for 36, that is have a day mentality. He fucking 382 yards, 3 touchdowns. What a day. Raheem Mostert had 64 yards rushing. I mean, I could use a little bit more, but when you have guys like Tyreek Hill, 188 yards, Jalen Waddle, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, Gesicki with the touchdown. I mean, this was a great game offensively for the Finns. Defense needs to step up a little bit, but I mean, this was a great game for them. and a great mentality game for the offense and what they did, because they were down 14. When you're down like that, you could either shut down or turn on the burners. And it seems like this Dolphins team could turn on the burners, and those teams are always scary in playoffs. That's a thing that the Chiefs do really well, is that they are able to turn on the burners, come back. And when you have that type of mentality, it's always good. And it's really good for playoffs because teams could easily get a good lead. But if you fight back, it's fucking awesome. So that's Dolphins for my 8 team. They could be way higher next week, but we will see.
Yeah,
Love that.
I like the Dolphins there. I think when they had that huge comeback win against the Ravens, they really feel like they're never out of the game, you know. So that's good that they kind of stick together, because I thought the Lions maybe were gonna have a chance again. I texted the only Lions friend I know, and I was like, "How do the Lions blow every single lead they ever have?" And his response was, "They have the worst defense in the NFL." So makes a little sense, but the Lions, at least this year, notoriously, they like to jump on teams. You know, they're 2 touchdowns, 3 possession games out in front
27
early.
points, you should win the fucking game. Period.
Yeah, you should.
Gotta
Like
play better
27. I
defense.
understand when you don't, like 24 is a number that I don't feel like you should win every time. 27 points is a number that I feel like you could win a game every week.
Yep,
It's a lot of points.
absolutely.
Want to know who scored 27 this week?
Who?
My number 8 team, the Seattle Seahawks. I think they're playing very well going through 8 weeks. They took my number 8 spot my last week. They were like 6 actually on my rankings, but Giants. They played very well today. I think Tyler Lockett is a great veteran wide receiver. Dropped the TD today, but made it
early.
Up.
Dropped it early.
Yeah, dropped it
the
early.
face mask, man. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, fucking sucked. I wish
fucking Red Zone didn't show that today.
my fantasy team hurt because of it.
Yeah, it did.
Nice. Would have been nice for him to catch that one, but this team is rolling on all cylinders. I feel like their defense could play a little bit better, but they stopped a good offensive team this week. Yeah.
They don't even have their best defensive player either, which that makes I think they're pretty good. If when you lose your top dog, and you're still 5-3.
Kenneth Walker playing great for them, running pretty well, and I think this team is
Kenneth
playing
Walker is a dog. You think he's a top 10 running back already? Because I think he's
looking
fucking
like
damn near
showing
up there.
flashes of it. But like I was saying, I think this team is playing with some type of grit. I think they're saying, "Fuck Russ, we don't need him." Pete Carroll's loving that.
They're definitely saying
that he's
Russ.
gone. The whole team's loving that he's gone. And even in the press conference after, Tyler Lockett was giving him some words. But yeah, I think they're loving the vibes over there in Seattle. Probably bumping the future in the locker room with no care anymore. Geno Smith stud. Yeah. Number 18.
Quote, Tyler Lockett. This is the quote, Tyler Lockett. It's amazing what we can accomplish when no one cares who gets the credit.
Yep.
That's a direct shot at Russ.
Direct shot. I think
crazy.
He's the virus.
Absolutely.
He's the virus.
Absolutely crazy to me that we are this far deep in the NFL this season. Russ hasn't been on their team like any point in the offseason, like it was an early trade.
Yep.
And they hate that man this much where they're still talking. It's week fucking 8. It's halfway through the year. Trade deadline's over this week.
Yeah.
Now, that's something that we haven't really talked about. Trade deadline. Holy shit. But trade deadline is over on November 2nd. And they're still talking about Russ.
That's a great day. But yeah, I mean, even fucking veterans that played with Russ are talking about him. Richard Sherman and what's the running back's name? Mr. Skittles. We're talking about him. Marshawn Lynch was talking about how he has to go through his manager to talk to him. And I mean,
if you guys fucking did that to me, Shinny just announced his extension with us. If you guys did that with me, Trevor, if you made me go through an agent to talk to you, your manager, I would have you so far gone.
I'm gonna start doing that if I'm being honest. I need to hire someone. I got a lot of people trying to contact me.
If I
No
have to
shot,
go through
buddy.
your agent, you're fucked.
You won't ever hear from me again. That's for sure.
Period.
Yeah, that's
Period.
just it's the rest way.
That is the rough way. Trade deadline is coming up. We need to probably do a video on that soon. But average shakes, this week we got another pick 'em pod coming out. Then we're gonna do a little bye week. I got a little mini vacay I'm taking. So bye week coming up. We've been podding for a long time, guys. I love you guys. This is a lot of fun.
Absolutely, a lot of fun.
I love everyone who
Look
comments
forward.
and shouts out and
Yep.
talks to me about it, who reach out, buddies at
Yeah.
work. I mean,
And I love all the
everybody.
haters who hate me,
I love the haters.
fuels me.
I absolutely love when I get a text like, "Thank you for not picking my team this week." Like, you're welcome, buddy. I might pick them next week, so stay tuned. But I absolutely love you guys. Middle season bye week. Everyone takes a bye week. We've went hammered through baseball season. It's football season. Maybe some fucking basketball. I don't know. Who knows? Need some
Maybe.
guys
Who
on.
knows?
Fucking hit me up if you like basketball because I am not the biggest basketball guy. Maybe we could get someone talking basketball in my place. Fuck. But love you guys as always. Nothing wrong with being average.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe as always. Make
Yes,
sure you
sir.
bet the fucking parlay, especially my other two co-hosts, because we'd be all rolling in the doughs over here. But yeah, make sure the fans especially fucking follow us. I did the math for you mid podcast. We're all in the green here.
Let's do it.
All right.
We're literally handing you free money.
I just handed you guys free 350 doll hairs in 2 back-to-back weeks. Just paid out the rest of your season of bets if you just follow us. So, hey man, it fucking works. Not so average parlay. Nothing wrong with being average, boys. Thank you. Love you guys. Deuces. We out.
Peace.